And the final lightning round is as follows. The single most important takeaway from this play. Tom. That's what I said. Sid.
Yeah. I
think the director's invention of the handing of the kippah to Jessica at the end signals the possibility of some kind of reconciliation. It's utterly non-Shakespearean, but I think it's very appropriate to a merchant for today that we have to find some path to each other.
Tom.
Interfaith marriage can be good. Want to take away?
Yeah, Amar.
Flipping the other towards, on its head gives you really perspective.
Marriage can be bad.
No, it's just that, when Shylock is made to realize the good Daniel, he's calling the judge Daniel repeatedly, and then when he realizes that the judge is looking at it differently, it changes his perspective a little bit.
Sister Danielle.
I would say that there's no choice between us.
What do you mean?
I mean that there's really, Shylock is unappealing in the sense of what I think is part of his lack of appeal, there is no veneer. What he feels and what he says them. Where he's living in a city where it's all about, it's that line that I think it's the Prince of Morocco says, all that glisters is not gold. Mm-hmm. So that we look at something thinking it's one thing when it is another. And I think most of the Venetians those characters are that way. Mm. Nobody is truly themselves, except for Shylock. And that's one of the things I think we don't like about him.
Mm. Rabbi, the most important takeaway.
For me, the most important takeaway was that the moment when Shylock is most human, and he talks about, if you prick me, do I not bleed? That speech, up to a point, up to the point where he goes into revenge. But up to that point, I think that's the peak. Mm-hmm.
Thwarted my bargain, scorned my nation, cooled my friends, hated mine enemies, and what's his reason? I am a Jew. Hath not a Jew eyes? Hath not a Jew hands, organs, dimensions, senses, affections, passions? Fed with the same food, herds with the same weapons, subject to the same diseases, healed by the same means, warm and cooled by the same winter and summer as a Christian is? If you prick us, do we not bleed? If you tickle us, do we not laugh? If you poison us, do we not die? And if you wrong us, shall we not revenge?
I think it's even more important to do this kind of work because it is disturbing, it is confronting, but it is so necessary because it can easily become, that's not me, I don't do that. Mm. And that's where it does become me and I do that.